can say I'm pretty hungry. Oh, and it's night time. Soldier on. Okay, now, let's see. Separate listings. Apart from, say for instance, Shinobi Nin right there, and Heiwa no meaning peace. Shinobi Nin is ninja, the ninja. Alright, now, and those two Kawara pieces, we're going to talk about them later. I was thinking, oh, dun, dun, dun. Wah! Enter the dragon. That's awesome. Now, let's see. Up first, we have this piece here. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I thought my battery just failed. What that? that was a finger. Oh no! Fail. Back to it. Now, this here, is a beautiful kanon, which is actually bronze. It's a bronze piece, and I didn't even know. Now, it stands at 34 centimeters. Now, what I'm planning on doing is utilizing the freight company for all this stuff, because sea freight's just madness these days, isn't it? And they've been excellent so far. Now, I've got some cardboard pieces behind me, so as I go, I'll sort of place them behind. Now, this piece here, in general, Kanon-sama might have, there's a Kanon-sama here, and the goddess Mercy, and the goddess Mercy, hello, I'm Kanon-sama, the goddess Mercy. Oh, hello, I'm Kanon-sama, the goddess Mercy. No, you're not, I'm Kanon-sama. Anyways, get on TikTok. Have a rager. You gotta make it fun. Right then, now, and so generally, Kanon-sama might have something that she's holding, see? So, and here may have been, yeah, Kanon-sama, look it up, she's holding some kind of thingy-jig. Now, I reckon, because you can see here, and here, which protrudes, you could place a nice flower or something in there. I reckon that'd be fantastic for a Buddhist altar. Alright, so Kanon-sama, being Buddhist and all, is the goddess of mercy. Now, if you check out some of my earlier videos and things, I've only got like 1,000, so you could just go through them, maybe more than that. And you know, I visit a lot of temples and shrines and hakas, like cemeteries and all sorts of things, and you see Kanon-sama. Yeah, you can see all that kind of thing. Right, okay, so I've been working on all the weights and measures and stuff like that, so things can get to you much faster than any of that sea freight nonsense. Sea freight used to be good. That's not the case now. Alright, so, moving on. So yeah, this is a really beautiful piece, and if you do purchase this, it is bronze. We put a magnet on it, and then we put a magnet on something else that we knew was metal, and it took tourists to get his magnet off. Made over there, the bloke down there. Anyways, they've just taken off now. Okay, so let's put this Kanon-sama over here. Yeah, I'd like to see that set up. See, what I'm trying to do is, because I had all these in this space, and I'm trying to get this space back for other projects, because the projects just keep mounting up, and yeah, so I keep maybe I'm a hoarder or something, but I look at my bank account, it just goes do, down to just eating ramen now. But yesterday I bought some really good food, stocked up, shall we say, so I can, I'm finally back at work. Yes, and me being the boss. Right then, okay, now this one here is an iron piece at 37 centimeters. I guess I shouldn't go too long with this video. I don't know how this battery's going to go, so I just have faith when I fill out all the information-y things and read the descriptions. Now, this piece here, being iron, beautiful, this is cast iron, beautiful Kanon-sama, once again, the goddess of mercy. Here you go. Yeah. And a beautiful piece indeed. Now, I found that some of the things I sent would have only taken like 6 days to get there. Sometimes people are like, oh, where's my stuff? And I'm like, dude, you know, I go hunting for stuff. All right, so sometimes I'm gone. Yeah, right. You tell me. All right, now. Anyways, but yeah, it shan't take very long. I'll plug in like 21 days or something just to sort of. But I think you're looking at less than a couple of weeks, whatever. Now being Christmassy time and all that stuff, but don't worry, just be cool, all right. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, this is a really cool piece. I like this one. There you go. So that's cast iron, right? Got that one over there. Yeah. Being bronze. All right. What do we got next on the list here? This cool Kawara. Yeah. Now this here, I know this to be, they're not old, so I'll have to do something about that. I know this to be the real deal. I've got another one over there. I found this years ago when these blokes were repairing a castle wall. And back in the day, you could have a drinky poos while you're riding your bicycle. Now the real cool mamacharis with a pack rack thing. And so, you know, I was having a drinky poos because it was legal to do back then. And so I was quite the amiable kind of chap. I had a bit of a chat with poos, and we go, wow, these things are fantastic. Love to have some. And they go, yeah, just take a few. Just don't sort of tell anyone. Okay, and they're actually repairing the walls. So there you go. Fantastic stuff. Real deal. See, they've been all used, and this is a real deal antique. So I'll have to pack it real good, and I really like that. So if it doesn't sell, I won't have a grizzle about it, that's for sure. So yeah, no joke, I've got another one over there. Alright, now that's that. Yes, I was on a mumachari back then when we tied it down and drinky pooed my way back. There you go. I won't tell you where it came from. I just said just hush hush on that one. We're all good. Okay, now, okay. What we got here? The Black Lion Dog. Okay, this shishi. This guy's a shishi. Now let's see if we can do this. Yeah. Now this guy's also cast iron. This is his ball. All right. These depict the shishi lion dogs. You often see them at Shinto shrines, stuff like that, Buddhist temples. There you go. He's rad. It's very cool. I got some decent shots of him earlier. Let's see if we can get some more. There you go. Isn't he cool? And check out if you're not a subscriber, you're probably just silly. Oh God, I've lost a whole bunch of subscribers just saying that. Now, that also will go via. They're all going to go via the new freight method. Freight method that is we can utilize now. I can send stuff to Canada now, but that's through EMS. They don't still sell. Oh, they do have sea freight now to Canada, which takes a bazillion years. And people get snotty with me like it's my fault, you know. Yeah, hey, I'll just call up the captain. Push those ships out of the way. Yeah, you know. Not even worth going into it, but fucking thousands of times I've said this, pardon my French and all, but yeah. Okay, let's move on. Red Daikokutan. Right, this bloke here, he's one of the 7 lucky gods. He's also iron. And he's one of those dudes that brings, you know, like prosperity and all that sort of stuff. Now, I taped on ages ago one of these rad things. This looks really rad. I figured people might like that. And I've got a few in my Buddhist resources and other resources, and I figure that's a bit cool. I found a bunch of these in this box when I bought some stuff at an auction house many a year ago, and I figured someday I'm going to give those to someone that's really going to appreciate it. Alright, okay. Now, moving on. Gold birdie, here he is. And we'll just pop him out of the way. Yeah. Don't have a cushion for that one so he doesn't sit too good. Right, this one here, Radalicious. Now this is a depiction of a sea hawk. So there's the sea and there's the hawk. Well, duh. Anyways, this dude's really rad. I had him up the top there for ages, and actually I'm going to splice in a piece of video that I did earlier about this, because he didn't have the bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. You take them apart and that's how you pack them, and he didn't have any bolts, so I'll just I mentioned that as I was finding some bolts to sort him out. So he's rad. And the sea hawks are awesome. Around here you get mountain hawks and a lot of crows, the klasu. And I saw a few months back, didn't get it on camera, I've never seen two of them fly together. Never seen them in the mountains, but I have seen them by the sea. Actually, just trying to think of the video. Oh, I feel sad. Okay, anyways. I've never seen two together at the same time, especially in the mountains, and they flew like just over there. I'm talking about 60 meters or something over there. Yeah, when I was outside there, going to nature toilet. But anyways, had to include that, didn't I? Idiot. Okay, so what I'll do is plunk him over there, because I presume that, right, he's cast iron, looks like gold. See this guy, I'm going to call him Illumi Sea Hawk, but he's cast iron. It's just that it's like polished cast, so that's so I can differentiate which one. So he's a rad bird too, another groovy Sea Hawk. And he came with his bolts and all that. You'll need just a flat-headed screwdriver for that one to pop them back in. So I'll leave the screws sort of just set so you can just pop them back, just screw them back in, and you're good to go. And make them nice and tight. And this thing here, you can take that out. See. I wish I didn't do that right now because I'm one-handedly. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now. What do we have next on the price? Yes, right. Ikebana stand. Here we go. I'm didn't have time to clean him up, but another beautiful piece. And these actually come in 3 pieces. This is a bronze, and if I wasn't so stupid, I would have done the bronze things together, and then for the listing up loady things, and then the iron things together, and but I'm an idiot. Anyways, that's why I have such a terrible lifestyle. Anyway, beautiful engravings here. Look at this. Look at that joint right there. I would like to live there. And yeah, depending on beautiful matsu tree right there. In fact, I have matsu tree incense, and I just took some from my resources over there and chucked some in the rig. Because I was like, hey, why don't I have those in my apartment there? Now, not my apartment, I pay rent. Now, these things here, you can take them out and then pop them in like that. Depending on how I pack it, I don't think I'll have to do that, but yeah, I don't think there'll be any need for it. in order to do that. So a lovely piece indeed. Yeah. You go there. Had to do some ki on that one. You gotta enjoy it. Someone out there's going, get on TikTok. Okay, now, I did have, and I took it away. Oh, Ikebana, what have we got here? Oh, my handwriting, fantastic. Blame my parents. Okay, now, I do. Buddhist bell. This thing here came with the other bell that I have, the big one, and this one here is also a Meiji period. Also fairly banged up, and in the light you can see also some tiny little pinholes in the sky. I can't actually see them right now, but there's a couple of tiny little pinholes, and but it doesn't affect its sound. It will need. I mean, this is beautiful. This is the real deal. Now. It will need a cushion or something to sit on, because it doesn't exactly sit too flat. But at one time I was thinking about what I was going to say about this, and it sat flat. But its sound is gorgeous. If I could just get this camera to sit, maybe I could hold it like this with my legs or something like that, so I get a bit of strike on it. What's going on? Oh, there's that finger thing again. Finger. Now, sit like that. Just like it. Long reverberation. So it's one of those deep sounding ones. So there's nothing wrong with the sound at all. And with a nice cushion striker, awesome. So if you can find a small cushion for that. I used to have cushions up the wazoo, but that's not the case anymore. Real deal, that. Okay, moving on The Price is Right. Where are we? The sake jug. Okay, this is rad. Now, I have some information here. How many of you? Oh, this information full of, which tells us about this thing. This dude here is Tengu-san, the mischievous mountain goblin. Now, back in the day, prior to the Showa period, which is 1926, prior to that, so this would be somewhere in the Taisho period, 1912 to 1926, Showa period lasting, for that duration. And these days the script goes this way, but this is actually going, we're going that way. He's trying to help out, you mischievous bastard. Alright, now, and what this says is, Akakabe. Is it right? Yes, Akakabe. Let's have a look at this. Yes. So we can tell that this is pre-Showa period due to that. Isn't that cool? He's probably going to get me now because there's mountains all around here, and I'll go out there and the car won't start. That happened at 2 o'clock in the morning one time when I was here, and wasn't too happy. I left the high beams on. Now, don't you just love the stories? Okay, now what we have here, this tells us, I know that's Naka, that one. Now, this tells us it's, I know that's Shima, because around here is Toshima. So Nakashima, Shuzo Bar, and that means my mate said making sake place, so that's the brewery. that was how he told me, and imagine if I tried to translate that in vice versa, you'd get all kinds of hodgepodge. Now, Takagise, this is Takagise, Mura, Takagise Mura. I know that one's Mura, meaning village. Hachicho. So it's the 8th area, being the area of this of the Takagise village. That's the name of the village. Rad, eh? Now, over here we have, I know that's Tokoro, Toroku, that's registration. This here, Sho Toroku, which is a company. The company name is Akakabe, right? And this is like a Toroku show. It's a licensed brewers. And I've had this for ages, and so I wrote down on this thing February 19th. Now that was probably, was it a couple of years ago or something? I don't know. Time doesn't mean anything to me, being immortal. Anyways, I'll give you that info, and as you can see, like, my handwriting is just fantastic. Yeah, maybe that's nerves. All right, now, where are we now? All right, these red things. These are gonna come together right now. Oh, I mean, I was trying to get a shot of these chamfer type of thingies in the one go, and that didn't happen. This thing here is just rad. It's a Shinobi Nin. All right, so that's the ninja. Yes, very rad indeed. And a nice wooden piece which you can hang. Alright, I'm going to make his mark there. This, yeah, that's urushi lacquer and all carving in here. That's just rad. I like that. And I figured I wanted to separate them because I wanted to just stick that on my wall. But I figured, alright, come on. Now, this thing here, it says, it's known as Heiwa Noa, meaning peace. Heiwa Noa. That's just really cool. So I reckon someone out there will really appreciate this, and hopefully no one will buy that. Yeah, I want that. Put that on my wall. But, alas, an antique dealer must relinquish his stuff or he will starve. And I've got a lot of stuff to relinquish. Alright, now, yeah, they're wooden pieces, yeah? Okay. The Buddha Kawaras. Okay, these ones here. Now, these things here, I don't think I can list these on Etsy because there's certain stipulations. So I'm just going to have to eBay these, and I'll tell you why in a second. Leave you in suspense. No one's watching this shit anyways. These are known as Kawara, but really they're just design stuff like that. That one's a real deal. It was used, yeah. This pertains to Buddhism. This stuff here. Now, when I initially bought these, and I think that was at an auction house years and years ago, I looked at them from afar and I'm like, yeah, I'll have those, and only to find that this here, yeah, there's nothing there. Heisei Nijuyonen, Kugatsu Hachinichi, the 8th day of the 9th month, the 24th year of Heisei. Unfortunately, Heisei began in 1989. So, what you do is, you say 1989, and that'll be 1999, and 2009, and 2013, and then you go back one for the first year of the Heisei period. Where am I up to? It's like 2012. Now, this one here, let me work that out. 2010, I think that's 2014. The 5th day of the 9th month, 2014. So, They look old, but they're not. And due to the stipulations on Etsy, I can't pop them on there. Maybe there's some kind of computery thing you can do, but they expect like a company name and who made them and all this sort of stuff for stuff that's recent. And I'm like, I don't know. So I'll place them on eBay. But they look cool. I mean, it's all nicely done and beautifully engravy sort of feeling. But that's that. Well, now what I could have done if I was some bastard, I could have just wiped that off. But no, it's not what my business is about. It's not just a business, it's a lifestyle. Okay, now let's move on to the Sam doll. Samurai doll. Now, this bloke here, he did have a box. And but that box, there was no way it was gonna make it for freighting. These things here for the boys' day ceremony, and got these groovy little shoes here, and you've got those little socky things there, and they fit in these little shoesy things here. These things are expensive stuff. Yeah, he did have a box, but we decided to do something else with it. And I actually got this recently, very recently, because a bloke and I had been helping each other out with stuff, and I gave him a bunch of stuff just this very day, and he goes, oi, take this. And I'm like, no, that's all right. And he goes, no, take it. All right. And I said the box wouldn't make it for sending it, and he said, well, I could use that. And I go, deal. So there you go. So I'll sell him cheap. He's fantastic. I think he's brand new. You got a little wooden stand inside that comes in 2 pieces, and there's your menpo there, and your kabuto there, and your mayadate there, and all this cool stuff. Yep. Hang on, we'll turn him around. Hey, wait, turn around. Hey, he doesn't want to. No, I won't turn around. I'm samurai. Okay, I'll take it easy. I'm a daimyo. Okay. And you got your doll right there, and koto and soul there, and yeah, it's just rad. So what you can do is pop him on a little box, maybe a size like that, and then you stick this under his stand, and that'll hold that, and that protects his thighs. These protect his shinies. Now, you've got this beautiful rice paper that comes with it. And this thing here, I've never seen this before. I've seen quite a few of these, obviously I have, but they're beautiful stuff. Just beautiful stuff. And they can be very expensive, I'm telling you, thousands. Especially coming around to Boys' Day. Now, this bloke here, this is a depiction, it seems, of this bloke. He's a maker of yoroi, meaning armour. And here he is, he's got bits and pieces all over the show. And I think he's probably just trying to show off to this bird, really, because she's a bit of a babe. So I reckon that's what he's doing. He's just sort of going, oh, look at this kabuto that I can make. And so that's my opinion of that. You gotta have fun. Alright, finally got through all of that. And I will finally get this place up and running, this area up and running again for some of my projects. This bloke here, I probably got a few of those blokes around here. So another one there. You can tell which dude is which by the hats and stuff. So they're the same dude. This thing here had a frame and everything, and glass and all that stuff, and never would have made it. I don't know if anyone wants it. It's very light, so I could send that along, sell that. Real cheap, but a plastic piece. It's just really rad. I might just shove it on the wall around here somewhere, so it looks really good. Alright, now, got some yazutsus in the back there, that real deer. I'll get on to something else now. Well, I hope that was informative enough, and so that you can really get a good look at a product, because yeah, buying online it's quite difficult. And I'm moving more toward this freighter company, because people don't want to wait for such a long period of time, and just to up it a bit financially, because their prices are very good. There's just a lot of the system's different. It's a bit of a Mendox eye sometimes. Everyone will realise that is sending internationally. A bit of a bother, a Mendox eye, which if I'll set that up in a box, for example, and then have it all packed and ready, but they want to go through it and check it all. So, I put in a lot of time for what I do, and I'm poor as shit, which means bimbo. I am bimbo. I was just thinking, I actually want to check to see if these welders work, and I've got something I need to weld. And I realised I left my other welder at my mate's place, and also I think he's got his own shield for your eye protection. I just looked up there then, I figured, you know what, all I need is some kind of dark kind of glasses. I reckon that might even work. Yeah, no shit, I'll give that a go. Yeah, wouldn't that be a laugh? Okay, now, I'm gonna try, because I'm mad enough to do it. Well. Yeah, I got this. I've had this Polly for ages. He plonks in there and they plonk in there, but he didn't have any of his screws to secure the wings. I figured, you know what, I'm gonna do something with that. I've had it up there for years and years and years. I've been around it. Actually, there's another one up there. Oh, there's two of them. There you go. Yeah, I had him like up the top there and just in pieces. And I was moving a few things the other day, like that wicker chair and stuff. There's a story to that. Anyways, my mate's probably watching. Oh, mate, just came around with it. That's cool. Alright, right, so anyways, I went through my little screw resources here and found a couple of 4mm and figured, that'll do. I just need a socket for that. And the reason why I didn't have screws, because someone, I don't know, it wasn't tapped correctly or whatever, and I figure if I've got a 4mm tap or something, I just utilise something else there. And I was looking around for a little socket. I'm sure I've got one around here somewhere, like an 8mm or whatever. And so I just picked this up and I was like, where'd that come from? And I actually had a bit of a look to see what side it was. It's actually a 932, and I keep Imperial. I've got some Imperial sockets in here somewhere. Oh, there we go, in there. Because you very rarely use Imperial or AF across the flats, that sort of stuff. In this land, but there you go, and that works just as good. So you go, get yourself a little socket. And I'll loosen them off, and I'll take it all apart and as I pack it, and yeah, brought him back to life. I've got another one right there. I'll get that going on right there. He's a groovy unit actually. Right, I'll just did I just mention that? Eerie. I come out and I'm the only one here, and there's these formidable looking clouds over there, and they're sort of moving slowly over there, but there was just one like porthole, and the moon goes, hey. I'm thinking, oh shit, it's not that Tengu around here, is it? You can just see it sort of briefly. Tengu's, that mischievous mountain god's up to his tricks again. You can just see it behind that cloud, but now it's not going to reveal itself, obviously. I hope the bloody rig starts. I'm hungry as shit. It's just eerily very odd looking clouds. You can't make them out, but just have faith that oh, a star just popped out. That moon just popped out to just this brief hole. You bastards, is this thing gonna start? Come on, baby, don't let me down now. See, there's my incense. Great big roll of it. That's the good stuff. My living space is gonna be awesome. Yeah, that moon's not gonna pop out now. It's just making a liar out of me. These rigs, they've got these they've got this switch. You always got to pop in the clutch first before you can start with them, regardless of whether you're in neutral or not. Yeah. There's water around here. Yeah, it's not going to happen now, is it? There you go. It's kind of like, it's kind of like these lower clouds here, like the sort of whiter ones, and then the darky sort of behind it, the darker one there above it, sort of thing. There it is. Come on, you big bastard. Actually, beautiful this time of year. Not revealing himself. There we go. It's coming. Here we go. Not kidding you. Oh, there he is. Just briefly, see, boom, and he's gone. You sneaky. There he is again. Maybe Tengu's trying to distract me. Boom. There's that star. There you go, over there. There's one here too, you know. There he is, here he comes. Boom. That's what I saw, just like that. And then off he went. I just walked out the door, I look up and go boom. There, no, oh, there he comes again. What's going on here? What are we doing? Where are we going? What's going on right now? Shaking hands with ghosts or something. Oh, you gotta get a laugh out of that, eh? Alright. Yeah, it's the cloud formations are quite interesting. There's sort of darker ones and lighter ones. The lighter ones look like they're closer, but over there it's sort of like it's not, and it's very interesting cloud cover. And there's nothing there. Nothing. And over there, very interesting indeed. No one's watching this shit. It's not interesting. No one cares. Alright. Let's see if we can get out. Oh, hang on. What's he doing now? Looks like there might be another revelation, a reveal. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me run out of... Oh, that. Here he comes again. You're trying to make me run out of juice. The juice. The precious juice was hidden in the vehicles. There he is again. Yeah, you're trying to distract me so I'll run out of juice and then I'll be yelling at you and stuff. I know your tricks. Right. Yeah. Oh, there he is again. Got a whole pack of receipts in here. Do they give you receipts? Like, can you eat receipts? See if we can there we go. There's one of that bloke's trucks. He's like turn this place into a car park. He's only been here a few weeks. Good bloke though. We help each other out, and it's great. I like that crane and the hand crane type of thing he's got on there. It's a good unit. He says he can pick up like 500 kilos on that thing. Whoa, there he is again. Yep. Whoa, where am I going? Oh, I better turn off because this is just ridiculous. Just going to crash while I'm staring at that bloody big flashy thing in the sky. What does it think it is? Oh, there's leaving just now, and I know that because they're up there, they're part of the ballroom dancing crowd. Yeah, that's great. Alright, yeah, they're part of the... there they are. Yeah, they're the ballroom dancing people. Alright. I noticed I just checked the phony poos. I got really bad reception in there. Sometimes I have to walk up here to improve it, and sometimes it doesn't work. I'm like, God damn it. Oh yeah. They built that stuff just recently, the whole lot. Fantastic. I don't know what they do. Just down here I saw this massive, like 100 kilo or no bigger than that, this huge pig, and he's just right in the road. I'm like, will you get out of the way? I was just about to blather about something. It's totally slipped my mind. I was thinking about that great big bloody pig. Should have seen it after. God, it was an Inoshishi, which is a wild pig. Oh, what do we got here? What's that? A rabbit or a cat or? Runs like a rabbit. Yeah, I'd say it's a rabbit. No, it's a cat. Oh, a Neko-chan. Alright, I'll click off, and I'm hungry as hell, really tired. Got no coffee. Give me some sympathy, will ya? Come on! Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was just checking my phony poos, as the reception is really bad, right? That's what I was blathering on about. And I always have to check my junk mail. Oh God, put this bloody thing on. Always have to check my junk mail in sequencing, coinciding with with the main one. And now you've got focused, and then you've got other, and then you've got your junk mail-y thing and all that. But anyways, in my junk mail-y ones, it says that I have a new subscriber, and therefore, if you're watching this, she might even be a babe, you never know. Welcome, one of my loyal Ronin. Welcome to the clan. Yes, I hope you peruse my videos and have a bit of a messagey poo. I know I can message on my own, and I can see the messages on my own, but I can't. I can see my messages when I reply to other. Sometimes I want to just, like, it's fun stuff. Guys are fixing cars and stuff, but they shadow banned my free speech. Good. My comments, because other dudes know, like, when I say, hey, can you see my comments? I mean, no, that's what they do. Like, no, that's the tip of the freaking iceberg of what these creatures do. But hey, whatever. My life is freaking awesome, and yes, my brand new loyal Ronin. Yeah, I hope you peruse my videos, and over the years, so you'll find all kinds of beautiful shrines and temples and mountains and madness. Alright, well, maybe more madness than the rest of it, but this place I reveal a thoroughly different Japan to what most foreigners might, presumably by the name, recognise, you know. And so this place, obviously I've been here a little while, and therefore this place kind of reveals more to you once you've been here a while, and yeah, you sort of have the opportunities there. It is bastard, he's up there trying to get me to crash. Like just recently I was watching Bald and Bankrupt, and I watch a lot of his vids traveling around Belarus and Russia and India and, you know, all this stuff, and he goes off to Mauritania on a train with this Lynn chick that's not his girlfriend, but she's just a babe and a friend. They're just rad and really funny, and he was hanging out with Harold Balder. I think they had a fallout, but anyways, I've been following these guys for years, and they're really cool, and he's always wanted to come to Japan, so he comes to Japan. He's in Japan now, and some people I've noticed on the message board, because no one can see my messages, right? But a lot of people said, hey, I'm here, I'm a foreigner, you know, why don't you come and see me, I can show you some good stuff, because they went to Tokyo, and basically it's the same deal, you know, oh, look at these vending machines, or, you know, sort of like that. But they ferried themselves off to this area where they thought was going to be fine beaches and this, that and the other, and they didn't exactly find that, did they? But yeah, you know, if they were to hang with, I'll just let this bloke go by, hang with dudes like us that have been here a while, probably wouldn't hang out with a crazy person like me, but no, see, I would show them, like, up in the mountain there, you know, the winter wonderland, with my windows up and the heater on full blast, and but there's a beautiful, like, mountain shrine up there, and you'll see it in my videos. I blast up there on my scoot, and yeah, you know, stuff like that, beautiful mountains and castles and things. They did go to a castle, but they were expecting a beautiful beach, and all they found was rocks and tetrapods. These things that are supposed to, there's some fancy word I was just about to throw out for to keep, hinder and keep back erosion, but there is studies have been done. Apparently there's an argument that says that they do the reverse, because they sink down in the sand and then the watery comes all, whatever, no one cares. So what I'm going to do, I think I've got enough to get on the highway thing. I do believe so. Yep, I think, oh shit, maybe not. Oh, stick that one there in just the hope. I'll give the guy a cry story. I'll give him like 61s, 160 in 1 yens. He'll appreciate that, I'm sure. Okay, stay tuned. He's done it. He's managed to find, going through the ones, and then there was I saw a 50 yen in there, so now I've got 100 yen, a 50 yen, and 2 5 yens. That's enough. There we go. Hey, I live the high life. Yeah. Yeah, Japan will beat you down, don't worry about that. Now, I was doing great a couple of years back until the world went to Clown World. I was doing great. I was actually looking at buying a joint for myself. Sort of made him on about it, you know. It really hit me hard, but still got the dream, you know. I'll never get there, but I still got that dream that I had. So you can't take that away from me. Well, now, what we're going to do, give a bit of a blasty poos this way. I'm taking the green one. So that's the ETC thing with the computery thing. I haven't got one of those, obviously. So I hear tell Exy was saying that it's the same price. So I was like, yeah, because I was curious about that. And so there you go. So if you're driving in Japan, you take the green one. Say if you hire a car or whatever. The bigger the rig, the more costly it is. Konbanwa. Hey, sashimiri yo. Oh, itsumo genki yo. Okay. Kyotsukete. Hi. Sometimes they have police there, right? And they, because the cops are just like there. There's a cop shop right there, and what they do is they come out and they peer behind the pillars to see if you're wearing a seat belt, and then they hit you for that. Yeah, they caught me once, not here, but at some other place years ago, and I said, oh shit, I didn't know it was illegal, you know. I sort of mumbled that in my crusty Japanese, and they sort of let me go. But you know, they gave me a bit of a drilling down. I'm like, shit, you know, I got away with that one. I used to get away with all kinds of shit when I was married. Anyways, that's cool. Anyways, with this Bald and Bankrupt bloke, I reckon that the best way to travel around Japan, say for instance, if you've got an international driver's license, which his mate does have, so they're having a bit of a cruisy poos around, and it's still very interesting, you know. Even he was saying, oh, this is not the greatest content in the world, but it was hilarious. They're finding abandoned love hotels and all kinds of cool stuff. It was hilarious. There was a sad story that they told, which was very sad, true. But anyways, not to keep thinking about that. Fucking sad, man. Right. Now, what I would do is conjure up a 50cc scooter, an old banger, yeah, and then just go. If it chips itself, fine. And I've ridden around the roads. I used to have this little road trailer rig that I used to ride around. I've got my scoot. I've killed loads of scoots over the years, 50cc scoots. They're hard to kill, but they're hard to can. Riding around on a 50cc scooter, and just, you're not allowed to do that on these highway things, but anywhere else is free for all. These payways, they're expensive anyways with a car. But yeah, and it's the 50cc scoots, man, they are just rad. You know, you can go down all kinds of laneways and you just end up wherever, you know. I've done that heaps, and that, you know, that's, in my opinion, the best way to go, because you're totally unfettered. You know, it's not like you have to on a train line, or you've got a train pass or some bullshit. You know, oh, you want to go down that road? Oh, that place looks interesting. Whoosh, off you go down there. You zip through traffic, no worries. You end up crashing loads of times and getting hurt. Just don't go wild like someone I kind of know. That sort of, if I looked in the rearview mirror, I'd probably recognise. But anyways, so you just cruise, and you have a right good blasty poos, yeah. Old school 50cc 2-stroke rig. Make sure you put oil in the oily tanky thing, and because it mixes with the gasoline and all that, you don't have to do that with 4 strokes. Or else you might end up having a bad day out in the middle of nowhere. But that's the raddest way to get around Japan. You are expected to do ridiculously slow speeds. I prefer to flow with traffic. I think it's a whole lot safer, because I have had like old ladies just go whoosh right across me on, say, for instance, on a 50-kilometre zone road, which is the general type of thing. You got 30, sometimes you got 20, 30, 40, and 50, and so. It's not ridiculous like in Australia. So you sort of already know what it would be, but in Australia it's like a 50-40, 60-80, you know, there you go. And for some arbitrary reason, and then they got some copper over there, like, oh, give you a ticket, you know, like the revenue hunters that they are. Anyways, so you're restricted to 30 kilometers per hour, and you've got these little light things. Mine doesn't work on mine, and my speedo doesn't work, and you don't have to worry about a shock-in, which is your roadworthy's certificate on a 50cc scoop. So it can be as shabby as fuck, but it's a good idea if your light works, and keep it on all the time. Yeah, you know, that's just a life lesson. Anyways, yeah, those units, they're yeah, sometimes like you might be on a 40 or 50k road. It's happened to me a few times. Some old lady might just decide she wants to turn over there, whoosh, right in front of you, shit, hit the anchors. And so I think that flowing with the traffic, but being aware of that sort of stuff is sort of, and I am aware of it because of riding scoots and motorcycles and all that on the roads. And you really got to look out for scoots and motorcycles with your vision mirrory things. It's something you really got to do. In urbanised areas, really built up areas, I lean way forward because the pillars, some dickheads, they just go whoosh right across from you with bicycles, whatever, and don't bother looking to see if you're looking. Eye contact. Good. Because the mentality is, oh, if I get hit, I get money. Yeah. Right. Anyways, but yeah, I always do 30. Right? But you know, if you're out in the middle of nowhere in on these wherever roads and going up mountains and shit, and you're trying to overheat your rig, you can just have a right good rap. And they're just rad. Not so fantastic when it's monsoon season. But no, you come here in the right time, you know, say September-ish into October-ish or something like that. But see, I don't know how the weather patterns are up north. I haven't never been to Tokyo, all that, don't plan to go. But down this way, more temperate weather. Rarely do you get any of that white stuff just that's all over the place. So they've got lots of that in Canada. I wonder if they sell it by the pound. Yeah, I wonder what the street value of that stuff is. Better off dead than to live without you. God, that was a funny movie. I woke up thinking about that this morning. I just burst out laughing. Alright then, what we're going to do is just shut up. So yeah, I can't wait to watch their next adventures for amateurs in Japan. It's really fun because they can't speak a lick of the language, and I'm terrible. He's actually a linguist, and I'm terrible. He'll be para in like you know, in like another 3 weeks. I could never get there. Don't want to, but I could never anyways. My brain just doesn't work that way. Yeah, because I play 8th dimensional chess in the realm of the Zorgs. But anyways, yes. Hang on a second. Don't even know if you're sort of allowed to do that film. Right, now, anyways, yeah, starting to get a bit more congested now. What you can do if you remember those dudes that were sort of like the Lonely Planet guide, and there was one there, the Rough Guide, which is really cool. If you come here in sort of the season whereby it's not mosquito season, or if you do, bring some netting. But what you can do, there's a shit ton of shrines around, yeah? And so, if you're short for dough, just go to the boozer, right? Because you could use that money to accommodate yourself, but hey, you know, we are young. What you do is sort of go to more rural areas, because you might have someone dobbing you in for not doing anything wrong, but anyone's allowed to go to a Shinto shrine. what you do is you just rock up with your like, bring a sleeping bag, you know, or maybe and some netting or whatever, depending on the season, and you just crash at the Shinto shrines, like inside. Take your shoes off, hop inside, and it's all open air anyways, loads of them. The larger ones, there's a lot of smaller ones around, you could do it there anyways. And if you're on a scoot, right, as a scoot jockey or a couple of scoot jockey mates, and yeah, you just have a boozer at the shrines. Where a lot of the shrines are sort of out of the way, and therefore people won't sort of hear and know you're there. Plenty of them. So do your fancy pants phony thing, googly mappy thing, and check that out. And you're allowed to go. It's not like you're doing anything wrong. And then, you know, it's not illegal in a country that everything's illegal. Everything's dummy, dummy. You can't do that, dummy, dummy, dummy. But yeah, that's a real way to go to travel around Japan. Or I've seen dudes do it. They probably have more time to do it on bicycles. They take all their gear, and they could do that sort of stuff. And I presume they probably do what's known as a visa run, which they head on over on the ferry to Korea, and then they head back and they can get another visa, you know. So look into that if you plan on sort of going over the 3 months or whatever it is these days they give you, to have a bit of a travelly poos. Yeah, that's called a visa run. So it's a real good way to. It's basically like your, I don't know how it all works, but they decide that you've been out of the country and you're just getting yourself another holiday visa. I don't know how many visa runs you can do, but I do know of dudes that have done that. Met loads of dudes that have done that, and yeah, look into it. It's probably still to go. I don't know about, because of Clown World now, everything's just nonsense head, but I don't know how that works, and how much they've actually opened up for, like, they were making sure that people were locked up or whatever for 6 weeks. I don't know how it all works. Who gives a shit? No one's listening to this shit anyways. I'm just worried about, got dual brain things going on while I'm doing my 8th dimensional chess in the Zorg. That bloody great big lion thing, that shishi, that white shishi. He might be waiting for food. Oh jeez, I better wind the window up. That bloody thing. I could probably get its paw in there. That evil bastard.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.